to Renee's and my beach pad. It's summer and we're relaxing in our courtyard out back.
This is what we do every day.
It's a little noisy because for some reason the neighbour has turned on her television for the first time in 3 months. I think she saw the cameras and
decided she would.
She just had to watch Days of Our Lives.
We have the ocean on the other side of you guys.
And a pond to our right.
A little jacuzzi underneath.
And a little jacuzzi, which keeps making farty noises, so it's not us.
Right.
It's the jacuzzi.
Sure. That's what they all say. So anyway, this is us. We're going to have a little, now the boys are all asleep.
Review. Yeah.
We're going to have a little
girl talk.
Well, if Renee can figure out how to... Oh my God. Turn it up. Is there sound?
You've got to take me with you. Teach me everything you know. You can't.
And I did.
Why? Did you see the guy they want me to marry?
You did.
Looks like a gentle soul.
Little did we know.
It's rare in a man. It's not the
That
gentle
was all
part I
over by
have
the
a
first
problem
season.
with.
What was it? What was over by the first season?
Me teaching you everything I know.
Right. I don't know. I think it carried on for 5 seasons. Little bits and pieces.
That's right. She sucked my brains out slowly.
I did. I picked your head.
Picked my
units. Do you remember filming this?
I do, actually.
I do too.
I remember meeting you that first week, and Renee would look at me like, "Oh,
you're a goddess."
I go, "Don't do that."
You're my idol, yeah. That was so funny. You know, I had an interview once, and the guy said, you know, you really just look at Lucy with such esteem, and you just really looked at her like she's, you know, this icon. It's like, yeah, I do. You know, it was really kind of funny. It was really bizarre,
Well,
actually.
that's over.
No.
By the 5th season, she's punching me in the stomach.
Yeah,
Telling me to shut up and directing me.
Yeah, there you go. Go figure. I came back to reality. Now, yeah, you've got me on a pedestal,
Lucy.
right?
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
I love to study maps and place names. So what route do you usually take?
Don't even think about it.
We're so bored. In Thrace, or wherever you
We're
were.
bored or boring.
You were so bored and Acidophilus. What was your place called? Amphipolis.
Amphipolis. Bored and betrothed.
Yeah, we used to read maps. And the telephone book.
All I did was read books. I had no social life, except for the man that
Those guys you kept killing, marrying and killing.
that came later. Yeah. See,
We both
You
looked
were
like
the one.
chipmunks in those days, didn't we?
young, naive. Little did we know what was to come.
Cat face, roly-poly little bat-faced girls.
How can I join her?
Yes.
What's next? Whoops, what have I done? Lucy's Bigfoot's in the way.
It's my feet. Nothing can get around my feet, no signal. I need Nextel, the guy on the donkey walking around my feet.
You should just hook up yourself with your toe. Who needs Verizon?
Oh, my underpants!
Oh, you. Whoa!
What'd you do that for?
How? You know what I remember filming that?
I don't remember that at all.
Do you?
No.
I do. I remember we filmed all your fight, and then we turned around, they were getting my reaction in the hit.
Yeah.
I remember saying to you, Lucy, just look at me. And you're like, oh, no, I didn't look at you on my reverse, you know? I was like, no, it doesn't matter, just look at me, because just seeing your eyes, I knew would create a reaction that was completely appropriate to, you know, being that hurt sort of thing, you know? You don't remember that? I remember that. It's a long time ago.
I didn't remember that Gabrielle got hurt. Was she hurt because...
It was just you were in the rage of the fight, and she happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Oh, it's a complete accident.
You know, I think that's because Xena hadn't really learned to care about somebody yet.
Oh, I think
and that she developed, you know, through her love for Gabrielle.
Do you? I think that's true.
She was, you know, I mean, she never had to look after somebody before because it was just her against the baddies.
And little old Gabrielle, you know,
little young Gabrielle.
She was at in the wrong place at the wrong time. The kicks were just a bit off for Xena that day.
Yeah, that's right, because had half a brain worrying about the chipmunk.
Exactly.
Right.
The chipmunk scenario.
Alvin.
Alvin?
Alvin the chipmunk.
Yeah.
You coming back from me really meant a lot after what I did to you. I trust you. I never thought for a moment you meant to hurt me. Well, I owe you. Thanks. I owe you too.
And for the rest of your life.
What was that? Paybacks for hitting me.
Feel better?
I think I broke my hand. But I do feel better.
Good.
Actually, I remember.
That was good.
I remember when I was trying to learn how to hit for one of the fights or something.
Yeah.
And I was showing you how to do it, and I hit your hand, and it felt like hitting a wall. I just remember that. So that was very real.
Well, thanks. Renee.
Yeah, that's good. I just want you to know.
Look, we got screaming from this direction. Screaming. She's in there watching back-to-back Xenas.
That's what she should join us.
It's a marathon. There's people shrieking. I better just see her.
Yeah, hang on.
This is me trying to nut out how Xena should react to this, and as you're trying to feel out your character, you know.
Never had a young girl thrust herself into me and look for comfort.
Between my bosoms. Look at your little face.
The tears streaming. You know, it's
was
quite
nice. That was
obvious,
good.
yeah,
That was a good
Gabrielle looked up to Xena as a,
I love you, Mom.
you know, it's true.
I love you, Mom.
And Gabrielle loves Xena. Let me say like a mom, but no.
Oh, my nerves.
What do you think of this one?
It's lovely.
What
What's it
is it?
for? Oh, it's a walking stick.
What's wrong with your leg?
You can walk with it. You can
That's
lean
how I
on
walk.
it if you need a rest. You can kill nasty little critters if you want to lie down. Yeah.
Kill, Gabrielle.
That's the introduction of the staff.
Faster, pussycat.
I cannot remember that at all.
You're right.
I had no
Look at that.
recollection of how the staff came into being. So that's it. I started walking funny with a hop, and
Then Xena put on 40 pounds, and the rest is history. It's like all that fine living with Gabrielle. Gabrielle's cooking. She's got the freshman 15.
Gabrielle and her mutton recipe. Oh no,
That's right. We'll rub it down with lard.
that's not true. Stop, you're funny. Okay, anyway. That was a good tip.
Not bad.
Very good.
Oh, you could do that. Yeah. What was that?
I heard an ADR line there.
What was that?
Not bad, you know. Unless I was speaking into my costume, speaking into my cleavage like that.
It was too clear
Yeah, somehow.
for walking away.
I guess as we were just learning to do looping, you know.
Right. It's funny because
Why did you bring your son? He's a PE yesterday. You want to see the next one?
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Every time it goes blue, and we're just going to have a little talk, and
Yeah.
then we see another piece of Xena and Gabrielle.
I think
It's so cool.
okay.
And you've got to get caught up in your education.
Really, really bad at this. No, I have 2 little feet facing that way. No, they wouldn't let me dance the complex because I brought a bad harvest.
You know what's funny about this? This is the first time that I had to dance as Gabrielle, and I couldn't decide if I should really try to dance well or just, have two left feet.
Fuck, yeah.
And I just thought, you gotta have fun with it. So I tried to do the goofiest things I could find, and then they never asked me to dance again. For 3 or 4 years after that. It was funny.
And then they had you dancing every other weekend.
Right, at the end.
Oh, look, you can't dance bad if you try. That's good. I can't dance well if I try.
Bring the princess.
Come on. That's not true. I've seen you dance. I've seen you dance, with friends.
Yeah, that's right. Not on the show.
Forgiven.
Don't give me choreography.
Here's a better scene. You want to talk about it? I remember this so great.
Sierra.
The smell.
It was just another village to conquer. Nothing out of the ordinary. Fire broke out. And I don't know if it was one of my men or just an accident, but there was a strong wind and those flames just swept through that town like a wave of death. But the people were huddled in their houses because they were afraid of my army. That was one time when my army was...
You know what's horrifying about this as you watch it all those years ago doing that scene and then knowing how the series ends and you go, wow, how many villages did she burn to the ground? How many souls is she responsible for? And of course those things were written with no
idea of what
prescience of what
absolutely
would be written, not from producers or the writers' point of views, but just kind of evolved. But it's kind of shocking to see these things and you go, no wonder, because all the fans who watched it had put all those pieces together and were filling in the blanks the whole time, and we were just kind of
trying
to keep up and produce stories. But no wonder people took things so personally.
I often wondered after this scene what you had experienced and made you connect with that so strongly, because it's not a dialogue that you can just say, without understanding that experience.
No, it was a Holocaust thing. Because I don't know where I got the idea about the smell, but the smell is such an evocative sense too. And there must have been this terrible smell about human beings burning, and nobody ever talks about that. But perhaps I'd heard a Holocaust survivor mention it, or I don't know where I got that from, but it was specifically a Holocaust reference in my mind that was the image I was using. Yes.
Jeez.
And the thing about doing a scene where you've got, and if you're drawing on something like the Holocaust, you really got to keep a lid on it, don't you? So tight, because otherwise you're going to go and blub all over the place and not finish the scene and not serve the characters. And
but you know what's interesting about this show? Is that because the reality is not close to home, it's not something you experience every day, so you had to find heightened aspects of your life or history to draw on, just to find a way to connect with these people are going through.
to try to make it real that you're talking about cutting people's heads off and
and then thousands of people are dying,
Yeah. Of course, since September 11, that's become all too real.
That everybody can understand that. But before that, how do you, because our generation hasn't lived through a huge war like that.
Right.
To try to find those things to make it real.
Somebody has to say no to this lust for revenge.
That is so hard to do.
You did it. When your village was destroyed, you were infected with bloodlust, but you overcame it.
I was lucky. I saw what I'd become and I was able to turn it around. But if something happened to Mother or Hercules, you,
like me,
I might do just the same.
That's a first.
I forgot that Hercules was such a player.
Right.
Early on, because
he was one of your
After the
best
second
friends.
season, you know, you kind of never gave him another thought. But
Right.
that's
But
right.
he was more important than Gabrielle.
Love and forgiveness. You're changing, Gabrielle. I like you just the way you are. Get some sleep.
No. No, you promised me.
I promise.
I was naive, though. I mean, I fit right into
It's a
that.
scream. But you see,
Boy.
if we had done that in the last season,
We would have just
it would have been cut. Yeah, you would have laughed.
I would have
We-
laughed.
We wouldn't have held it together. We would have
No.
just gone. "Ah!"
Yeah.
But,
it was-
that was really unexpected to see that in the final cut.
Yeah, but we came from two different places within the characters, you know. I was naive about the whole world view, and you
right.
had a obviously different idea. Reality. That was funny, though. The other thing about this, which was interesting, it was the first time that, wasn't it TJ that was directing this? I believe so. Because he
Callisto.
it was TJ then. Pretty sure. Yeah, I think so. Anyway,
I think he did Return of Callisto
I think he did this.
when she goes down the.
You know why? I remember
Sand
because
hole.
the fire. They put the fire right in front of the camera, and it was both on a dolly, so they're moving back and forth, which is very unusual. We'd never done that before, and I
Not
thought,
a Mike Levine thing.
might have been.
Oh, anyway.
Anyway,
okay.
it was just really interesting that the production value to me just went up a notch again. That suddenly it had this feature film quality that they were putting together these shots that
So
were
you
so
would notice a
elaborate.
thing like that.
I thought it was interesting.
What's happening?
That's nice, though. That was nice.
It's fine.
Doctor?
She's dead.
Andrew Benz.
She is not dead. I wouldn't let her. Come on, Gabrielle, wake up. Come on, wake up. Come on, wake up. You're scaring me. Wake up. Wake up. Gabrielle, breathe. Come on. Come on, breathe. Breathe. Maybe she just needs air. I need to get some air in her lungs. Come on, breathe!
Zena, stop it. She's dead now. She's in a much better place.
Get out of my way! You don't know anything!
Don't you listen to him. Come on, I know you're in there. Prove it. You can show him. Come on. Wake up and breathe. You never ran from anything in your whole life.
Come on, fight!
Zena.
Fight!
Zena! It's time to stop.
Who would have thought?
Was this the third season?
It's the first season, the end of the first? Second? The end of the first.
End of the first.
Yeah. It was really the first time that you showed how much you loved Gabrielle. In that way, don't you think?
I don't know if it was the first time, but yeah, this
That
was
it
this
came
was a
through
major
so
one.
raw.
And I remember this was like the third take. TJ
really?
always said Lucy's the third take girl.
Really?
Yeah, and so, and as the takes go on, you get more kind of desperate in a way because
You don't know if you,
you
can
don't know
do it
what.
again.
Yeah, you don't know if you can do it again. You don't know exactly what they want, why they're going again. How can you? So you
Yeah.
can only sort of surrender to that.
And it would be just like TJ to push you just a little bit further.
Yeah.
We're going to do it again.
Um,
And I
and this
remember,
terrified me. This really exhilarating to when you read the script and you go, "Whoa, this is going to be a
How do
biggie
I do
to
this
pull,
scene?
to pull off properly." But
I remember you wondering if Xena should cry. Do you remember that? We were talking about it. We must have been talking about it sometime before the scene, and you were wondering, because she's so stoic and she's seen such, you know, horrible events in her life, the death, and would she be that connected to one little girl? Would she be that heartfelt about the death of one girl as opposed to all these other people that she had passed through her life? And I remember that so.
But you would have the strongest choices to say yes and to just
to
go
love
with it. It's given to love.
Given to love.
Okay, it was a good scene. I was always really proud of this. And grateful.
You know what was weird about this later? I think it was the 5th season. They were digitizing us for the flying of the fallen angels, and they were trying to digitize your face. And they chose this scene of all scenes. I happened to see it for some reason in the makeup trailer, and it was your face saying, "No, live." But it wasn't your face. It was this like metallic cover of a robot trying to talk.
Oh.
I found it so disconcerting because it was your voice and yet this robot saying, you know, it was just wrong. I thought, you know, they just cannot replace human emotion and human feelings because
not yet.
It was wrong.
Pretty soon we're all out of a job.
Well, I'll go back to this show then and watch it again.
Yeah.
Don't leave me. Don't you leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I always get, That's a wacky angle on you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's so sort of smooth and
I don't know, it just seems so,
you really look unwell.
yeah.
I remember that because as I'm hitting you, I'm waiting for TJ to...
Say that again?
As I'm hitting you, I'm waiting for TJ to cue you to wake up. And he kept not cueing you. And this was quite some, I don't know how many takes into it this was, but it was like, you're just exhausted because it's a long scene and we kept running it in its entirety. And so you really do get that rush of when you wake up.
Like, finally. Was he cueing me or was I taking my own cue?
Or maybe you were taking your own cue.
taking my own cue.
Oh my God, you know, you're going to wake up. It was, anyway, it gave me a big rush then just watching it. And the music, you know,
the music was beautiful. And all these different scenes, you know. Talking about really taking you back into time.
Yeah. It's the Robert De Niro.
My name's Xena. That's Xena with a capital Z.
Did that come from when
That was Josh. That was Josh
really?
saying that, yeah. That was his gag.
Because
that was a good
remember
one.
when the show started, they didn't want to spell it with a Z?
Mike Levine.
I don't remember. Probably Josh, though, actually. If he came up with that joke, it was probably Josh. But, you know, because they wanted to call it Xena, but they didn't want to spell it with a Z because the Z is boring, so they had to use an X. So, but no, Meg got that wrong.
Everybody gets it wrong. Yeah.
Right.
Even today, it's written as a
really?
Z all the time, and then I know that journalist hasn't done any homework. So.
He hasn't seen the show.
Yeah, but you couldn't hurt.
That can be arranged.
They had such a good relationship.
Eat some fruit, baby.
I do. This was definitely Josh because I remember him wanting to have you pull the hair out, and we were trying to place it.
I can't even believe that I was mistaking this for being anybody else's episode.
But Josh.
It's totally Josh, yeah.
Do you remember filming this scene?
I do actually.
I know, that was
Because I
fun.
think this is our first fight together, and
Definitely.
And you have to know. I mean, it was nice to feel that you could trust your colleague to do a fight without anybody getting hurt,
Right.
and to pull their share of the weight
And to not get too involved where, they get into the character.
to be a real co-operator.
Yeah. You could tell we were having way too much fun.
Yeah. I love how Gabrielle keeps getting the best of her. This is a really fun relationship. That's sort of a lot of control on Gabrielle's part, and
Yeah, finally she gets to control it. It's Meg, right?
and just total enmity from Meg. Yeah.
Mind you, Meg just despised Gabrielle after
She
this. didn't
hated
she?
Gabrielle.
Yeah,
Jealous, really jealous.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
What'd she say? That was an outtake, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
What episode is this?
Hope that I get her before Callisto
Is this
does.
a warts on my face? No.
Maternity? Maternal instincts.
It's just maternity.
Let's just hope that. Stop. Come on, okay, serious. This is it. Let's just hope that I. Stop.
I can imagine that the face you were
I'm not
pulling.
doing anything. I'm just
Come
really enjoying
on.
your pain.
Please. You would have been doing one of your
No.
faces, like your Meg faces. Yes, you would.
No, I promise you.
Yeah, right.
I remember,
Okay.
because I remember being surprised that you were blaming me. Going, stop.
Come on.
It's never my fault.
No.
I won't turn it up.
That's funny because that didn't happen very often with us. How fun was that? Happened with Ted all the time.
Oh yeah,
You and
Ted's
Ted, or
shocking.
me and Ted, but not very often with us. We're so professional, that's why.
You better stop. Jesus, stop. Okay. God, they're gonna print this. Wait a minute.
They're going to print this, and they did.
Don't look at me, Lucy. Let's just hope that I get her before Callisto does.
I don't know. Oh, I almost made it through the door. Darn.
You look back.
Terrific. Now, can we head for Thessaly before you hurt yourself?
No, wait. You see, I've worked out the mechanics. The speed, trajectory, and finally the arc of the spin.
Good.
Do you know where that came from?
Peter Bell.
Peter Bell.
The stunt coordinator.
Yeah. Because he always had these little dolls that he picked up.
Lego dolls.
Yeah. And he would show you exactly how you were going to be doing your
You're
fight.
going to do this, and you go, biff, bam, boom, right like that. Somersault. Yeah.
Yeah, so I did that. It made that
That's
doll in
cute.
tribute to him.
That's beautiful.
I went.
You went to doll making lessons.
I did
good.
indeed. You know, my free time.
Basically, I've broken it down into its relatively simple steps.
Oh, yeah? What foot do I start on?
Don't confuse me. This time, no staff.
You pick your teeth with my doll.
And you keep it close to your heart.
Absolutely.
Gabrielle. Before I tried the flip without the staff, I made 300 attempts with it.
Slow learner, huh, Xena? I had that problem with basket weaving.
It's the right foot, but I'd rather you didn't.
It's not like it's gonna kill me. Let me try it one time, okay?
it
That's all
might.
I need. One time.
You know she's doomed, huh?
Yeah.
You know
feel
something
it coming.
bad's going to happen.
I'm good.
Is this the episode where you really did have a bad leg?
No, that was the One Against an Army. That was the episode.
Oh, well, that's it. That's it.
This is One Against an Army?
Yeah.
Ugh. And you know what happened? How I sprained my ankle?
Oh, because that guy landed on
Shane,
you.
yeah, Shane was doing a jump off a box. He was coming into frame and he
Yeah.
landed on me. But then when he was actually doing the real stunt on a rig coming through the ceiling, he broke his leg. The exact same move. So that there were threes. There you go.
Something not to be about that.
It's curves.
They had their share of near-death experiences, didn't they?
Absolutely.
Teach me everything you know.
Oh.
You can't leave me here in Bodhitia. I want to go with you. I've studied the stars.
That's right, it was Bodhitia, not Acidophilus. It was my town.
Acidophilus.
I have the
It
gift
was
of
my town.
prophecy.
That's right.
I can be very valuable to you.
Acidophilus.
I want so much to be like you. Take me with you. I want so much to be like you.
I want to be like you.
Oh, there you go.
Hugo, the boom guy, remarked to me in the 5th season how the same, whenever I did a tear up, the same eye would always
Really?
drop the first tear. I can't remember. Let's have a
Isn't it
look.
funny that
One
he
of these
noticed that?
Yeah, because he's always standing right there, you know.
Right.
And he and I always had a bit of a, like the second that they'd go cut, I'd go to Hugo, you know, and he'd go, "How do you do that?" But so it was our little
Funny
gag.
in the family that you know, our Xena family.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I can't remember which one, but it's always the same eye that drops the tear.
That's funny. I'll have to look for that next time. Very sad moment.
Sad. It's very poignant. Very poignant.
Uh-oh.
We didn't talk about it, but
I don't
how did you
remember
feel
much
to
of that
recap the
episode.
first?
You know, I don't remember.
I think because your leg was really hurting, and also
And there was that huge fight, which was practically,
Immense
you know,
fight, yeah.
there was an entire act, so that must have been days that I wasn't around.
and your scenes were all lumped together because you were all doing the lying
Right.
down things, and a lot of stuff we shot without you or with a double lying in the bed.
That's right.
Because you wouldn't come to work for my offlines. You know?
Yeah, you know.
So I had
You don't
like,
need me.
I had Joe going, "I've been to Potadia."
Oh.
It's a total lie.
No, was it Joe?
Renee,
Yeah.
no,
What?
it was
then-
you.
no, I know,
you
I
would
know.
always be there for offlines.
Oh, yeah, shut up.
You were. You'd never let somebody go without.
Well, I mean, there were times when you couldn't be there, but yeah, whenever I could be there.
Yeah,
because
you
I
were
think
always there. You were always there. I'm totally kidding.
I'm sure. That, anyway,
I don't know. Was that
It's a
a
great-
popular episode, Sharon?
yeah.
Really? Oh, was there such a lot of nice stuff? Yeah.
One more scene in that is the fight.
Oh my
The big
God,
fight.
that fight. Ugh, just went on forever. It's a good one though. Yeah. And she goes, "Here, Gabrielle, here's a pot of boiling oil. And I know you're half dead, but just drop it on them, would you, when the time comes?"
That's right. Oh, yeah.
This was the fight that made my stunt woman go off to rural New Zealand and work in an old folks' home. She decided she'd had enough of this crap. She was off.
Well, I just remembered this was a set that everyone was just dying of heat.
It was so
It was
hot.
so incredibly hot. Yeah,
And a very small set.
Space.
And with like 80 people in it.
all cramped together and just everyone really maintained control. But it was a test. This episode.
sure was.
Remember that? So no wonder.
I had a bad back through this too.
Sorry.
I remember lying down and sort of trying to create traction on my back. I can't
This
remember
is
what it was.
after your accident.
No, I don't know if it was after my accident. I
think
always
so.
kind of had a bit of a back problem. Was it after the accident?
Must have been. So yeah, season 2 was your accident.
That's true. Oh. Yeah. Well, was certainly that lower back thing anyway. Great fight though. I'm really proud of it.
Yeah, incredible flight.
Proud of everybody.
Got that look. Don't come any closer.
Go home, there are thousands more like me.
Our 10 stunt guys that we try to make look like 100 using a narrow lens. That was always the trick.
Well, I don't know. Can't believe they bought that though.
I know.
What I mean. Yeah, where?
Kick their butt.
Yeah. You and
I'd
whose
walk
army?
away.
Yeah. Why did I never even question
Zήna?
that line? I probably didn't. They said, just shut up, Liz, just say it. Okay.
You have a fish wrapped around your finger.
Oh, that's a Robism coming through.
What?
Bringing in the fish.
Anything to do with fish, yeah.
Gabrielle, I forgot how much fun this is. Come on, give it a try. It's easy. What do?
Or mini
All you
Robism.
have to do is you stick your hand under the water and you feel around till you find a great big succulent fish. And then you do this. You wiggle your fingers so it looks like bait and whammo!
You punch it in the face.
You punch it in the face. This is what they really do, the Cajuns.
Really?
You go, yeah, big catfish down in the bayous. You can reach under and tickle them and
You tickle the
pull
fish?
them up by their mouth. It's absolutely a true thing.
So that wasn't in the script, you made that up.
No,
But, I mean, out of reality. I mean, you
yeah.
talked to
Yeah, no,
I don't remember that being in the script.
A doable thing, and because catfish only have like plates, I think great big plates, cartilaginous plates. Did I make that word up?
You did.
Is that even a word?
Sharon's agreeing. Why would I want to do that?
Because it's fun.
Of course.
Right. Ramming my fist down the throat of an innocent little fish.
This is one of the things we get. This is one of Renee's 500 Shades of Minx.
Oh,
Vixen.
you made that up.
No, I saw it on that episode where there's all the dancing Gabrielles, naked Gabrielles the other night. And also the other one was on Oxygen, you know, where you and Ted are doing the disco dance?
Oh, God,
that was
yeah.
so great. I love that.
That was a great day filming. That was summer at Bethel's Beach at the lake, remember? This is someone's private property, but they have this lake that's accessible to everyone, so anyone could come up and prop up their picnic and watch us film.
Is this one with Ted in the 90?
Yeah. And then everyone took a swim at lunchtime. I think we had a picnic after
That's
work.
right. And I remember being horrified by everybody's naked feet.
Why?
Because you see your own feet and you think they're normal, and then you see other people's and you just think they're hobbits. Yeah, feet are very personal things. Yeah.
I looked into your eyes and Xena, I finally realized
What's happening?
there can only be one person for me in my life.
This is good.
Me.
You're buying it too. That was so sweet.
Yeah, little subtext for you girls. That's funny.
I'll let you save me. It was so funny playing Gabrielle as being vain and this delicate little creature, because it was the antithesis of who she
Tries to be. See what I mean? It's a bug. It's always
antithesis of
overkill
that.
with Renee.
gotta you just have to hammer
You're
it.
a hard woman, man.
I know.
Hang on, what were you saying?
Oh, that this
Feel
creature was the
overcome by that urge to
antithesis.
smack me in the
Yeah,
face.
you gotta fly on your face, you know. Yeah, it was funny. It was fun playing that sort of damsel in distress, because I had made a point not to play Gabrielle like that. So it's fun to really, you know,
Go for it, yeah.
be silly, delicate, pink, you know.
And pink. I'll give you.
That's enough, Minya. She said that I'll do anything for the warrior, Princess Hayes. Yeah. Well, yeah, she's a good kid.
She's cleaning my ears.
You know, her boyfriend is in love with you.
That was cold water too.
I'll
Remember?
have to straighten that out, too.
Do you remember? They kept bringing in.
Right.
We were in this hot tub, and Allison kept bringing in these buckets of freezing cold water. So we lost our breath every time. Remember? She was fun. What a riot.
Are you sitting on the soap?
You know what was funny about that? I was so embarrassed when I read that script. I went, oh my God, where did Gabrielle put the soap? Like, I can't do it. That was funny.
That puts me in mind of a really good idea.
gorgeous.
See your eyes turning into
That is too. It's on. It's live.
looks good. Nice and clean and shiny. Got all those highlights showing in.
So funny. Did I have to have a grown-up comb my hair for me?
What did you? So who's any good at that?
We're both excellent at that.
Excellent, huh?
Make sure I know where the pause is.
Oh, I see.
Excuse me.
This is what you complain.
There's a bit too much soda.
There's something under this.
Yeah, I've tried, and it just keeps doing that.
Okay, we'll just go.
You just gotta go. It was one of those moments where you just gotta go.
It's giving me an
Straight
idea,
face.
though.
What's that?
Hot tub!
Hot tub! All right. See you later, Xena.
Oh, come on, this is so lame. Let's go. It's giving me an idea, though. Beat, beat. Hot tub!
Okay.
All right, and then we'll go. All right. Okay. I was so embarrassed about that. Do that embarrassed thing again.
I was embarrassed, though.
Why were you embarrassed?
I was just embarrassed because the first time I had read the script and went, oh my God, what does she do
Where's
with the
the
soap?
soap? Ye oldie joke. It's giving me a good
Let's
idea,
take a
though.
hot tub.
We've lost all our synchronicity.
It's been too long.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Oh, that was so cute, wasn't it? That puts me in mind of a really good idea. Hot tub! Come on.
Lucy. Oh my God. I love that. That is so funny.
What was the
That
line?
is you. That's a perfect example of you improving by adding a toilet to the back of the set, and that's where Xena comes from. That was perfect. And then Michael Hurst going, yeah, that's great. You know?
I think I was sick, though. I was really sick. through
Actually,
this
you were
episode.
sick.
Yeah.
That's right. No one.
And, yeah, it came natural.
Ever since I heard that it's not allowed, I never wanted to dance so badly in all my life.
What the?
No, it's When'd you learn to dance? Do you dance anymore?
I took, dance lessons as a kid, and no, I kind of gave it up because I wanted to be in the theater, and
Did you teach
at that time you couldn't do both.
aerobics?
I taught
Didn't you
aerobics
do that?
out here in LA, but that was more physical. It had nothing to do with choreography. My second job, I think, at 16 years old, though, was to play a zombie in this illusion dance show for Six Flags. So I had the zombie mask on, and I'm doing all this. But then you'd have to do all these pirouettes across the stage, and then I slipped and I fell, slid across the stage, and I decided I didn't want to dance anymore after that.
Really?
Oh yeah, I wasn't a dancer and I wasn't classically trained, so just it was fun. You gave up opera singing. Come on, what are you talking about?
Wonder why. I gave up dancing. I could have been tremendous dancer.
That's about how you felt, right? There's the hitting. It was mutual.
Look at that set. That set was so beautiful. I just saw it at the end there, but that was all painted and it was...
Oh, that's right, that desert scene.
Rob and I had been to the Orientalist exhibition at the art gallery and...
For
and
the
we went,
desert?
That's what I want to do, yeah.
Okay. So I know it happened later on with Michael Hurst in the Who's Gurkhan. That he recreated some of the paintings.
Yeah, Rob finds all this stuff
Yeah.
that he wants to put in his shows. And anyway,
Good thing.
that's where that came from. Tadema, Alma Tadema.
So that's what this is here. Okay.
That beautiful sort of hazy, deserty, soft stuff.
It's great. So great. You know, wow. That was all me.
You watched Lucy just totally fake it, winging it as ever.
So was I.
It always cracks me up to see me dancing. Look at you laughing.
You always wonder how these are going to come off, you know? Xena and Gabrielle dancing.
I'm just not amused by it at all.
That cracks me up.
I mean, I laugh, but not in a good way.
Ow! Look how graceful. Look.
Yeah. Okay. Why is Xena so hacked off all the time?
Well, you just probably stretched your groin. You could say that. Excellent. Phew. Glad that's over. Wow. And then there's Bruce. That's you.
There. That outfit was so cool.
Oh my god. Poor man. Having to... What's his name?
That poor man.
Having to wear that hat?
Johnny.
It's
I know, I'm
very
really-
sweet.
Gibbons. Johnny Gibbons.
Johnny Gibbons.
He's actually a producer of television shows in New Zealand.
Right. Ah! It's a wasp. Careful. So sorry, I sent him your way. Sorry. It's all safe.
This goes on a little long for my taste. I saw it just the other day, I think.
Yeah? I don't think this episode was very popular. If I remember. It was?
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah, and it had Bruce doing that southern stuff, remember?
Yeah, he was hilarious.
And that Bruce doing that southern stuff, which was cool, and that nice man who played the father.
Oh, yeah.
He had such a good quality,
Yeah.
and his son was good.
So
yeah,
truthful and
very
loving.
warm. Yeah,
And there was Sherry Appleby.
Sure, yeah, who went on to Roswell.
Yeah, and she's doing something else now.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's
We
enjoyed
like
seeing
her.
Nice ending. We had some fun, didn't we?
What a big mouth I have. Okay.
Well, I didn't want to say that.
Mark's got his can of Coke. Yeah? Sorry. Hang on. What? Yeah. Yeah, I do, because I was always embarrassed to have somebody carry me.
Yeah, you were.
That was actually you. People weren't certain. They thought maybe you were on the table.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talk about it.
Okay, we'll pretend we're looking at it, okay? What? It does look... I always thought that was I'm sorry, too, when I watch it. Well, it's because I'm such a bad dancer, I'm probably stomping all over it.
You were probably
It wa- it was
apologizing to
something like
everybody.
that, truly. Okay, we'll talk about that. That was me on, I think, Campbell's shoulders. I kind of remember the stuntman.
Campbell?
One of the stuntmen was holding me, and or Slade, somebody
Probably
big anyway. Slade. And Slade was actually the stuntman who started out as the capoeira dancer. One of those temple episodes. He was the guy I had to go up against. He was no. He was Callisto's friend in that tower fight.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Did
he
go
started
back
out
that far?
and then he became a stuntman. And he really muscled up hugely.
Right.
Anyway, I think it was Slade's shoulders I was on. And why am I saying I'm sorry at the end?
I think you're probably apologizing for your dancing. I'm kidding.
Stomping on your feet.
No, I don't know. I don't.
I mean,
But you were,
every
yeah,
time
I
I've
mean,
ever
it's-
seen that, I think I'm saying I'm sorry too, but I can't remember why. I think it was that I kept.
You
making
probably
the
did
same mistake.
Or no.
You don't have to be polite to these people.
I don't
They
think
know
that
you.
you were. They know me. Is that what you're saying?
No,
But
We could tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Oh,
eels.
God.
Ugh.
I'll never forget that.
Oh, that's right. That's where they kept slugging you with fish. Well, this was the first time. This is where we got a taste for torturing Gabrielle with fish. Remember those eels? They were so disgusting.
They
and
were
the way
awful.
they move. It's
Because
much
as
like
soon
a
as they
snake.
became nervous or threatened in any way, they became exceptionally slimy. So you
They
had a hard,
secrete slime, don't
yeah, you had a hard time holding on to them. So we kept releasing all these eels into the lake.
That's right.
2 years later, they want us to get back into the lake. Well, we know there's at least multiples and generations of eels in it. We're like, I don't know. Did we release the eels? But, oh, it was awful. You were holding the live ones, and then someone kept, it was Dave Watson kept throwing the dead ones at me.
Yeah.
There were 12 fish.
And that's only the ones that made the cut.
Right.
So
yeah,
we
there were many,
probably
many
slugged
takes.
you like 40 times the dead fish.
I reeked. I smelled so bad. Nobody could believe it. I couldn't believe it. You know how sometimes you can't smell yourself because you're like, I smelled so bad. I mean,
even you
oh
could-
my God. It was awful.
Funny. Eels are amazing creatures, though. They can twist in all directions like a snake, you know. Like they twist that way, and the insides of them twist against their.
Is it really?
Like the skeleton goes one way and the muscularity goes another. It's
That's
something
more
peculiar.
information than I need. I don't think everyone can around
That's
an eel.
why they're hard to hold.
And
And
then
I
I
remember
had.
they needed me looking joyous about catching the horrible thing.
You
So,
were not at all. You were disgusted as well.
well, it was so hard to hold on to them, like you said.
Right.
And Howard. That was a neat
Sweet
episode.
man.
I
Yeah,
loved that episode.
Yeah, me too.
boy.
It was one of my favorites.
Michael's a great director.
Yeah. Oh, God, it just still gives me the creeps. Look at you.
You know why this one's so good is because you see a lot of the real us and the real Xena crew. You know,
Yeah.
the mood of the crew is really evident
In
these
this
ones.
episode. That's probably why we love it so much. Like that look that you just did was because you kept dropping the eels and losing them.
Yeah. It was an outtake, really. And
Yeah.
Michael kept it in.
Yeah. Because Michael wanted you to pick one up, but you couldn't. Yeah.
And it was horrifying. It was scary.
That's funny. Yeah, it wasn't Xena. That was funny.
Yeah. Anything else? Are we missing anything? Go on.
That's the same lake that you threw the rock in early in the first season.
Watch how the water ripples and churns.
And we spent a lot of time in that lake.
Yep.
That was Lake Sturgatory.
You just interrupt Sharon if you need to, because, you know.
Yeah. Lost the picture. Oh. Mm. God. Great. That was a funny line. That came out of that came from all the publicity that was coming off the show, because at the time it was doing really well, and they would describe Xena with the blue eyes and the leather and eyes of steel. You know, I don't know. I can't. I'm sure it was written, but I know that's where it came from. It's funny.
Ah. What was that? What'd she say? Isn't he cute? His little flower. Attract a kinkier group. That's good.
It's cute.